ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Whale on Fashion. Tonight's programme is all about fashion. And as you can see, am I not the doyen of fashion? I think I probably am the doyen of fashion. Before I go on, I have to tell you, you lot can shut up, I have to tell you, those of you at home, I don't want you to worry. I am in a filthy, foul, disgusting mood tonight. Everything has been going wrong. These guys couldn't get it right if their lives depended on it. I hope that's not... No, it's this stupid machine here is not working. We get this tuned in because look at this. I'm supposed to see what's going on this. Look, can you get this camera down here? You can't flip and get it down there. We've got Cecil B. DeMille directing tonight. You can't even get the cameras pointed in the right direction. Look at that. I went down to London, I have to tell you, I went down to London, that's all right, just throw it on the floor. I went down to London, I've been there most of the week. I went to try and improve the Jameson show on Sky. I mean, let's face it, more people have seen the Loch Ness Monster than seen that show. And they cancelled my appearance! I was not a pleased or happy man, and things have gone from bad to worse ever since. But tonight's show is on fashion, the other side of fashion. You want to phone me, you know the number. Let's have the number up on the screen. There it is, Leeds 46 1000. Or you can fax us, and here comes the number for faxes, and we've had quite a few of those already. Thank you very much indeed. Your feelings on fashion. It may be clothes, it may be something completely different. With me in the studio, let me introduce you. First of all, my very good friend Jules over here. Let's have a round of applause for Jules. That's it, ready? Great. Jules is tattooed. And her friend over here, Roxanne. Roxanne is pierced. She has over how many?
There's 46.
46 piercings. I've got one, but she's got 46. In the middle, we've got Ted Polemus. Is that right?
Even pronounced it right.
Good. I was going to say Polymus, but no, Polemus. And Ted is an anthropologist, and we will be talking to him about why people indulge in fashion or don't, as the case may be, a little bit later on. And now over here, come round here, darling, we have our bimbo of the week this week. A lovely round of applause at home for the very lovely Sinitta. Great. Who has promised, it's lovely. Look at this is great.
I've got one too.
Ah, you've got one too. Okay.
Do you have a copy of the video?
Tattoo. Look, Fellini, would you shut your mouth while I'm actually trying to do the programme here? Sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah, Cecil B. DeMille. We went to find out about tattooing. You may like to get it done. You watch this now. Oh, most amusing. I pressed the flipping button. Here, look. Get it together.
Whaley goes to town.
Well, I'm here in Spark Hill, which is just outside Birmingham, and I've come to meet my very good friend, poetess and body artist Jules. And of course, getting your body painted, being tattooed, was the first form of fashion. Well, you can go over the top in anything. So we've come to Mickey Sharp's, probably the best tattooist, I'm told, in the world. I hope Jules is in here, otherwise it's me that's going to get tattooed.
So it's got a real curve to it, because I think that's going to look a lot better. And once you put the dots in, it's going to have a lot of
You're going to have to have some colour in it, though. You can't just have it the same as the shoulder, because you've got the colour in the skulls.
What do you suggest then?
Mickey, is this a good idea for her to carry on like this? I mean, she's not got very much space left.
Well, I keep trying to tell her to stop, you know, but she won't have any.
Yeah.
She's really persistent, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Better she comes to you than anybody else.
well, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, let's inflict some pain on her. She wants to do it. Let's see her.
Well, she's a good sitter, actually. She's
Is
quite
she?
good, yeah. She doesn't move about too much, which is a problem.
Do people come in here because they like the pain or not? I think you've got a few.
I think there's a degree of that, yeah.
Yeah?
But,
Not for me.
Oh,
not for everybody. I think most people come in just for the decoration side of it, but they're obviously going to come across those people that would maybe find it interesting that it's painful, you know. I don't understand that myself. But,
do you rather like it when somebody comes in who isn't an obvious tattoo freak, as some of the guys with tattoos everywhere, and just wants a little one on their arm, or I believe a lot of ladies now like them on their bottoms and on their breasts? And
I think that if it's done in that way, and it's done as a small motif, it can be really decorative, you know.
But the thing is that you can now get these tattoo transfers, can't you, because they're so fashionable.
Yes.
What do you think of those?
I think they're great, you know. I think for people that haven't got the balls to make the commitment to having a tattoo, then sure, let them do it. Let them have it. Enjoy just the the experience of feeling what it's like to have a tattoo.
Okay, Mickey. Well, thanks for the moment. Now, perhaps I should turn to the the subject, the human canvas. if you like. It's okay now, Jules, but what happens when you get to 60? I mean, are you still going to wander around showing off your tattoos?
Why not?
I don't know. I can't really imagine a woman of 60 wandering around with tattoos.
Oh, but I was on the beach at Polzeath, which is that place which is tattooed on my back, the picture. And there was a whole family, a whole tattoo family there. There was grandma, mother, father, sons, everything, and they were all tattooed, including the old lady. And it was perfectly fine, and we waved at each other.
I mean, I don't like to be too morbid, but will you think of donating your skin?
Well, actually, my husband has put in a bid to have the rose tattoo here removed when I die, and he's going to have it framed.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a little memento.
That is a nice touch.
A little something.
That is a nice touch. Is it? You say you won't have anything on your chest, and well, if you have, you won't show us anyway. But I mean, do you have any bits that aren't seen tattooed?
No, I
don't.
not? I'm not one of those people that has tattoos in places where they can't be seen. To me, I'm very proud of my tattooing, and there wouldn't be any point. I mean, there's no point in me having one on my bum because, like, you know,
who's going to see it?
Who's going to see it? Who indeed is going to see it?
Yeah.
No, to me, it's a statement. It's a political statement and a social statement.
Is this hurting at all?
Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's not hurting me so much that I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
You're going to be here for another hour or so, apparently. Is that right?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Not having something?
No, not today. I might do. I might
Not considering it even perhaps?
461000. He's waiting for your call now.
Goody. Okay, well, there we are. Oh, that's now you better move.
Sorry.
You saw her tattoo, didn't you? Very good. Look at that. That's good. Jules, let's have a look at the one in the...
see it now?
Yeah, let's have a look at it.
What's on about?
Let's, excuse me. Can I take this off and put that over there? Yeah. Look at that. It's all scabbed up. Can you see that?
When
It's
you finger over it,
beautifully...
you can see, you feel it.
Beautifully scabbed up. Have you seen it? That's nice of you. Thank you very much. That's lovely. That's nice. Have you seen that? You're not getting this. Sinitta's hanging my coat up. Yeah.
Look,
You wouldn't like one of those, would you?
No.
No.
Not that one.
No.
I like the one.
Okay, have you seen, listen, look, fellas, look. Nobody knows I had this done, but what do you think? Look. Hey? Do you like that? Is that good? It is, isn't it? Okay, right. I'm going to donate that. Now, listen, George from Kirkstall in Leeds sent me in a tie. He said he likes the fact that I'm a fashion-conscious person. And he sent me in this tie. And do you like that? What do you think? Is that nice? No. It actually goes with that shirt, doesn't it?
Put it on.
He hasn't got a collar to wear it, but I'll take that home, George. I'll wear that. He said it's one he's just made. Now, Roxanne, let me talk to you. We haven't spoken much, have we? You're quite shy. Yeah. Can we get a look at Roxanne's piercings? Can we see your tongue, first of all? Look at this. This is in the name of fashion. Let's have a look at Roxanne's tongue. Now, how on earth can you live with something stuck through your tongue like that?
Well, when you first get it, it's a bit of pain, but you get used to it. The human body's so adaptable.
Yeah.
Get used to it straight away.
Now, how many actual holes, pierced holes, have you got?
46.
46?
Yeah.
How many won't you show me?
3.
3. And where are they?
My nipples.
Right.
Yeah.
You won't show me your nipples.
No.
But I have to ask you because, I mean, I can feel you twinging in the background. Are we twinging, won't you?
Well, in the late 20s.
Oh, yeah. But was it painful?
No.
No? Do you do this for fashion? Do you do this because you're making a statement of some kind or what?
I do it as a form of decoration, tribal decoration, which has died out more or less completely in civilization, especially in the West.
Ted, you're an anthropologist and you study people's human behavior. You don't actually think fashion is important anymore, do you?
Well, you keep using this word fashion. I think it should be distinguished between style. You see, I mean, like, something like this isn't fashion. Fashion is like what comes in and out each year. I mean, you can't, like, have this year's piercings because next year you're going to have them too, right? You know, or this year's tattoos. But I think that sort of thing where you've got this year's new look, I don't think anybody's paying any attention to that anymore.
So you think Jeff Banks and the frocks on the box and the clothes show and that sort of stuff is passé?
Well, I think a lot of that isn't fashion itself. They call it, they think of it as fashion. But a lot of the clothes that people are wearing, you wear from year to year. You pick something and you say, well, this is me, I'm happy with this. So you stick with it. But like 20 years ago, people would say, this is this year's color, hem lengths this year are this, and everybody ran around like crazy trying to adjust to that, you know, throwing their stuff out. I mean, you don't throw your clothes out each year, do you?
I mean, this is this is an early form of fashion, though, isn't it? I mean, what?
Well, style, body decoration,
style. Yeah. Now, I mean,
early. I mean, this is 2 million years old.
When you get to, I mentioned this in the film to Jules. When you get to 60, Roxanne, I mean, how are you going to feel then when the skin isn't as tight? I'm not being too personal, I hope, but the skin isn't as tight and as firm as it is now. I mean...
I won't be worried about how I look then. I've got these especially just for me, not as decoration to look good, just as a form of...
Do you attract a lot? I mean, do you have a certain kind of person that you attract sexually or not?
No, not really.
No?
No, it depends on the person, completely.
But you've got this obsession with this idea of when people get older, as if it's a big deal, and this whole Western obsession that people who are older are necessarily uglier. Do you know what I mean? And this whole thing about women as they get older, they're necessarily ugly because they become wrinkled and things like that.
It's only our society that thinks that like you're only beautiful to a certain point, and like in a tribal society, the piercings and things that the body decorations, they do go on forever.
We're going to come back. We're going to talk some more. We're going to have some phone calls. Fingers crossed. We're going to have some phone calls. And right now on the show, we're going to bring to you, at the very part that Top of the Pops and other TV programmes, according, of course, to the independent newspaper that nobody around here reads, do you? No. To find this rather boring northern disc jockey doing a chat show that's always amateurish and sometimes funny. I didn't even think the Independent was funny, to be quite honest with you. None of those shows, all those sane shows, show this particular piece of Madonna's video. The new video is excellent. It's very raunchy. And we are now going to show you, we're going to go straight in at the point nobody else will show you. If you are young, or if you have young children in the room, then I suggest you take them out. Here it is. Don't tell...
Oh, no.
Oh, bloody hell. Look, what the heck is wrong with you? I'm sorry about this. Listen, could you... Cecil, up in the box, we've had all evening to get this flipping right. Can't you make some sort of... We've lost VT. Most of you...
Video.
What?
Do you want to see my video?
I don't want to... Listen, you're lovely. I think she's one of the nicest ladies ever, and beautiful, and...
Oh, okay.
It's just, you know, you'll be asking me to play Jason Donovan next time, and, you know, that's not good. Roxanne...
Could you ask her to cross her legs again?
Sorry?
Could you ask her to cross her legs again?
You'd like her to cross her legs again?
Yeah.
Can you cross her legs the other way?
Well, watch your video,
my
watch your
video as
video,
well.
and then we'll watch
Roxanne,
my husband's video.
Watch
That's
this.
fair.
This break is specially for you. Here we go. Welcome back, Whaley's on. Thank you very much indeed. And here we are in the kind of Wogan-esque set, the sort of, you know, the sort of thing that you see on these ordinary TV shows. Now, sound's not too good tonight, but you know we're gonna muscle through. This is Jane Rooney from York here, who is a colour. How do you
Colour consultant.
a colour
And
consultant
image designer.
and a
Image designer.
image designer, and of course we all want to improve our images, don't we? And tonight she's going to help us, and you're going to enjoy this. You're going to ring in and ask questions. Now, just explain to me what you do.
I determine which season one belongs to. We each belong to a season. That's how we equate our colours. We're all attracted to certain colours. And when we wear our true colours, we are in harmony with ourselves. We're more confident, we're more energetic. Everything goes right for us.
Am I in harmony with myself?
I haven't as yet done your colours.
Do you want to have a quick
James.
go for me? Let me put this over here. I can see it with the way things are going tonight, going all over the table. Right, now, explain and talk us through this. Tell me what you're doing.
We first
Yeah.
glare into your eyes,
Glare into my
see
eyes.
what we can see, whether there's any
Golly.
gold or brown flecks,
Yes. Any in red
warm
and
undertones.
warm undertone. I'm a very warm person.
A lot of gold in
Lot of
there.
gold? Yeah.
We then determine by
Cecil
using,
Beater Mill has been very rude in my ear and said, get on with it.
we then determine by using the autumn and winter drapes
Yeah, yes.
what your
yeah.
undertone is.
Would you stop doing that to me? Sorry about that, yes.
Whether it is cool or warm.
Yeah, and?
Winter is cool
Yeah.
and autumn is
Pink
warm.
is not my colour. Don't put pink
Definitely
near me.
not.
It's
I
not,
would
is it?
usually give you a mirror so that you can see what I'm doing.
I can see. I'm looking in the monitor over here. I can see. Yeah.
And then I flick.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I
that's
see
nice.
which is most flattering to you,
Yeah.
which ages you,
Yeah.
which drains you,
Yeah.
which shows all your blemishes.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry about it. We're doing an article, fellas, on colour. It is not funny to lose the colour. Right, okay.
Burnt orange is most definitely.
Yeah. Burnt
the one
orange
we
is
go
me.
for. We then go
Yeah.
for the green.
It takes a hell of a long time, doesn't it? Look at that. That's an interesting shot, isn't it? Do you like that one, Looney? That's a good shot. Right, on. There we are.
And the winter green,
Yeah.
bottle green.
Yeah, that's the same as your dress. Nice.
Yes, very
Yeah.
nice.
Ted,
Not your
come-
colour, though, I'm afraid,
Not my
James.
colour, no. Ted, come
Very
in here
much
and tell me if
autumn
you
tones
believe
here.
this. Ted, you're an anthropologist. Is this hocus pocus or is this something that people should actually do?
Well, people have different skin colours, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose they should coordinate with them, yeah.
But do you believe in this sort of thing, or is this going on? I mean, if she says to you, well, that's not really the colour you should be wearing, and you're wearing a whole suit of stuff in that colour, are you going to be annoyed?
Well,
Go
because-
around there and do Ted a bit.
I have, in fact, done Ted.
Have you done
Really
Ted?
And-
spring.
And she
Is it?
found out that the colours
And he
that
was
suit
very-
me are completely different in the colours I normally wear.
But we are very
Yeah.
much influenced by our mothers, we're very much influenced by fashion.
Yeah.
But had we been born and left to our own devices, we would be in our true colours
Mm.
100% of the time. As it is, we're only in them 50%,
See, normally I just wear black.
You just wear black?
which is
Yeah.
an easy way out.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to do Jules over here. And we'll do...
I'd have to cover Jules' hair.
you have to cover Jules' hair.
Well, what
Yeah.
do you think? Jen?
Definitely
Okay.
the burnt orange, so far as
Yeah.
I tell you what, we're going to take... That's lovely. You're doing it so well. You know, you are
I'm
really
enjoying
doing this
it. I'm
well.
really
You've got it. That's good. We're going to take some phone calls. Chris from St Helens. Hello, Chris. Chris from St Helens is on the phone. And now the phones aren't working. Shall we try... Chris from St Helens. Hello, Chris.
Hello, James.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, great show, mate.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
Callers
what
are
I'm trying to
reminded
say
that they may be held personally responsible. Could you move out of the way, Soundman, please? I'm trying to read it.
Hello?
For... Oh, golly, it's gone off the screen now. Never mind. Anyway, go on, Chris. What can we do for you?
What happens is, right, mate, I've got back my nose pierced, right? And I've got both ears pierced 3
Yes.
times, yeah?
Yeah.
And what I used to do is I used to paint my toenails with the signs of the zodiac, right?
Yeah.
And I used to wear their beach sandals.
Excuse me, Chris.
Yeah?
Have you ever thought of using a speech therapist?
No?
I think you should do it. Get rid of him. I don't want to have any more Chris. I'm sorry about that. Right. Right around here. Well, I'm sorry about this, Jules.
You're a nasty man, you are.
Snag it. Snag it.
No,
Okay.
you like it too much.
I know I do. I know I do.
I'm not
Now,
here to be pleasure.
this next film report is dedicated to Jeff Banks and all those people who work so hard on the clothes show. All those of us who go out and spend money on clothes or on tattoos or on piercings. I wonder if you've ever thought about the people who are actually there producing the fashion. A couple of days ago, we were down in London. We went to Spitalfield, which is the heart of the fashion industry. Oh, have I said all this on the film? Are you sure? Oh, roll VT.
Whaley goes to town.
This is Kay Jordan. We're not engaged, but she's a little nervous. Sort of moral support from the Spitalfield Small Business Association. And since, well, I suppose since Prince Charles came round to visit the area, Kay has been instrumental in trying to improve the lot of the people who make the fashion garments that a lot of us wear. A lot of us spend a lot of money on, but the people who make them don't actually do so well out of it, do they?
No.
Why is it a tradition of being a very poorly paid business when the clothes a lot of us wear are very expensive?
Well, I think the real problem is that the majority of people who sit behind machines are about 3 or 4 removed from the retailers. So the amount of markups that go onto garments as they go through various middlemen mean that they may get sold at quite expensive prices, but the people that actually produce them get nothing.
Now, this is one factory that's under your umbrella, of
Right.
your organisation,
Yeah.
and these conditions are fairly good.
These conditions are fairly good compared with a lot in the area.
Let's have a look
Yes.
inside
Yeah,
and
sure.
see what's going on. Now, this is Mr. Raymond's place, is that right?
That's right.
Now, Mr. Raymond is a pleater, and they're hoping that the fashion story this year is going to be pleats are back in. To make pleats is a very involved business. If you ever wonder how you get the pleats in the skirts and everything else, they sort of iron it and bake it. Well, that's basically what they do. How long have you been pleating? Because you want to get your face over here. Just turn around this. You know.
20 years.
16 to 20 years? Yeah. Whereabouts do you come from originally?
I was born in Bombay.
In Bombay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are Bombay pleats?
Bombay duck.
Bombay duck? Yeah. You got much work?
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'll try and keep out of your way. Okay, Kay, now we've seen some of the nicer side of the properties you look after.
Right.
This is another of Kay's properties. Just follow us in here. We can't actually get permission to film in here because they won't let us in without the boss.
Right.
Can you bring us off to climb over this fish head down here?
£2 I pay the borough to take rubbish away here. £2 a year.
And then it's just, look at it. I mean, I just saw a rat over here.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. They're absolutely riddled with them.
And these are outside toilets?
Yeah,
this is in the capital of the country.
Yeah, this is...
They have outside toilets and rubbish built up. This is disgusting, basically, isn't it? But you own this property, so can't you just sort of get a grant and gut it or something?
Well, it's taken me since 1984 to raise the money to be able to renovate this lot.
Yeah. You can sleep while you're having a pee. And this is the sort of place that when Prince Charles came round here, he was horrified about.
Right, that workshop unit we've just come from was in fact very similar to this.
Yeah.
It's just a slow process. We have a policy of not putting people out of business.
Yeah. You'd rather they stayed here and worked rather than go work at all.
Yeah, what we do is we have a rolling programme, so we do up units and move people around.
We're going up to the roof. It's a shame you can't actually smell in here as well as see it, because if you could smell in here... Now remember as well, we're not in a third world country here, we're in London. Well, there we are, over that far end there, the city, some of the most expensive real estate in the country. Back to here in the East End where you've seen, we're on the roof now. I mean, basically it's a tenement, isn't it?
Yes,
it's a slum.
built as tenements, yeah. They were
It's
model
disgusting.
tenements.
Model tenements?
Yeah, yeah.
And over here they've redeveloped the houses over there. They look quite nice.
They're the housing co-op.
Yeah.
With the workshops.
The workshops and the houses all built together.
Right.
That's what will happen here.
Yes.
The interesting point, I suppose, Kay, is that the reason people find themselves trapped in this kind of situation is that the city behind us, that very expensive, very glistening-looking area, just over the rooftops, is moving this way.
Right. Basically, the city's expanding and it needs this area now in order to put down more office blocks. And unfortunately, the Bangladeshi community and the rag trade are in the way. They now need this area.
I mean, what's going to happen to the fashion business? Because all the posh frocks and things that come from the West End and Knightsbridge, a lot of which are made here.
Right.
I mean, where are they going to all go overseas to be made? We're all going to go to Italy?
I think as far as the fashion industry in this area is concerned, I would suspect in about 5 years' time it will no longer be the base of the rag trade.
Do you think the guys sitting in their glass towers over here, who control an awful lot of people's lives, actually know what's happening down here?
I don't think they know really what's happening on the ground, but then those that do don't seem to particularly interested anyway. The arguments are, well, the manufacturing industry is dead and we should all be moving into the financial services sector. It may be a dead industry, but it still provides 80% of the employment in this area. So it's a lot of people, and that base isn't going to be here in 5 years' time.
Okay, Kay, you can take me for lunch now.
461000. He's waiting for your call now.
Okay, that was Kay, who's working very hard, continue to work very hard in the East End of London. There are other places, as Jules reminded me, not far from here in Bradford, where people are living in terrible, terrible conditions. And it's interesting, actually, to think that we're talking about fashion, and Ted, you probably have some feelings, I don't know, on this as well, but we're talking here about fashion, something that is that we use to adorn ourselves. Yet it's always been the poorest people and the people in squalor who've been in the situation making that stuff.
Yeah, well, in our society, I mean, like in a tribal society, everybody wears it and everybody makes it. It's a nice, reasonable situation. But I agree that I think it's dreadful that you have people living in squalor producing frocks that, like, somebody's going to wear on one occasion or something like that.
In classes it costs £2,000,
Yeah.
and how much would they get per
It's
week
it's
for
obscene,
doing that?
really.
It's a
Totally
stinking
obscene.
materialism of this society. It's just revolting.
If, don't get all political on me just this
It
moment.
makes me so angry.
If you have any feelings on this, I'm sure a lot of people do, give us a call now, 46 1000. We will take a break. Welcome back, part 3. We're all going. All the camera guys having a little discussion about the technical problems we have here and the sound and everything else and the phone call. Hopefully, we're going to get some phone calls through. I don't actually hold much hope out to it. But if need be, you're going to take over, aren't you? You're not feeling too left out there, are you? Okay.
James,
what?
hello.
Hey,
I have something
lovely
here
to see
that you want.
Well, you've got a lot that I want, but what in particular?
Do you have my video? Do you have the copy of the video? Does he have a copy of the video?
We're not playing.
Are you ready to see the video?
Not.
Look, they're all ready to see the video.
We might play it if... No, we won't. But get out of here for a moment. We're not going to play a video on this show. I mean...
Would you play the video? Look. Yeah. We want Sinitta's video.
Do it.
We want Sinitta's video. We want Sinitta's...
Shut up. If you have any feelings on whether we should play Sinitta's video on this show, give us a call. Now, sitting with me here is Georgina Goodman.
Hello.
And Georgina is rather nonplussed by the whole thing. But it's lovely to have you here. Now, Georgina is one of the fashion contributors to ID magazine, which is there. Very trendy,
I just
apparently.
know you're going to mention the underwear now.
Well, I've got it in here because that's what I thought that's what we were going to do, and you were going to bring up some underwear. This is the latest in men's underwear. Can you see that? There we are. How's that? Very good. Now talk me through this fashion.
Well,
Why
I
haven't you got it?
don't really think you can say this is the latest in men's underwear because a lot of this is from Marks and Spencer's. This has been in Marks and Spencer's for years and years and years, and we're just like.
We're going back to, as far as men are concerned, the more ugly, the older, the nastier sort of stuff.
No, we're not. This is just an impression. It's just like pictures on a page. You can make of it what you want. We're not trying to make any statement.
Why actually didn't you bring? You were going to bring some. Why didn't that come?
The designers didn't want to have their underwear on your programme.
The designers didn't want to have them on my show.
A lot of designers are very careful about where they put their underwear, as it were, and they don't like.
Well, those fancy fashion designers.
Yeah.
They don't want their under.
A lot of designers don't want their clothes in ID magazine.
Oh, well, it's okay then. We'll keep the magazine. I was just going to rip it up.
Only the best designers want their clothes.
Oh well, the fashion designers who don't want their clothes shown on my programme, you know what you can do with knobs on it. We'll have some mail. Stay there. Sorry, I'm sorry about this, Georgina. Usually we get this right, but we have an embryonic director.
I don't know what that means.
Called Cecil B. DeMille, who is annoying the hell out of me at the moment. Let's take a call. Let's try James from St Albans. Hello, James.
Hello, James.
James, listen, don't you think this is a fashionable programme?
I think it's an incredibly fashionable programme, James. What can I say?
Oh, thank you.
It's so fashionable, I don't know where to start. James, what it seems to me is, being honest with you, is that this fashion business, it's a con, you know? It's encouraging young people with no money to get themselves more and more in debt.
Well,
you know
Ted, funnily enough, Ted has a point on that. We were talking about it earlier. Don't you do that to me. Ted has a point. Ted has a point on that.
Well, I think there's a difference between spending a lot of money to do it and doing it yourself.
Oh, right.
I mean, Jules doesn't spend any money, but like, I don't think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, dressing up is something human beings have done for millions of years, but it didn't used to cost them a lot of money to do it. It didn't used to cost them anything.
Absolutely not. But you don't need to spend a lot of money to look good. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say something?
Georgina,
What's his name?
Who?
This bloke.
This bloke?
Yeah.
Well, that was James. James, yeah.
Well, can I just say that, you know, if you read ID magazine...
Yeah, that's great. Okay, fine. We got enough of that. Right. Ian from Newcastle. Ian from Newcastle. Hang on. We can't do that. Blatant advertise. You can't do that.
Sorry.
Not on satellite. Oh, no, this is all right. Ian from Newcastle. Hello, Ian. Ian! Oh, for crying out loud. Can we get this right? I mean, seriously. Ian is not definitely there. Don't tell me he's definitely there. Say Ian. Ask to speak to Ian.
Ian!
Right, fine, okay. Let's try Kirk from South Shields, which isn't far from Newcastle. Hello, Kirk.
Hello, Jim.
Yes, Kirk, how are you doing?
Which part of the body do you like looking at best? Tattooed?
Which part of the body tattoo do I look? I think I'd like to look at Jules's back again. Can we have a look at that? Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's rather nice. Do you like that?
No, that's not bad, James.
That's not bad at all. That's very, very nice.
That titch would be better.
What?
Nothing that titch would be better.
No.
You haven't got the money or the inclination.
Thank you. Get rid of him. What a pillock. I don't need to handle them when you're here, Jules, do I?
You don't need to handle them any
time. Of course. Thick little pillock. Sorry, what was that? Alison's on the phone. Hello, Alison.
Hello.
Hello, Alison.
How are you?
I'm fine, Alison. You're from Oxford?
Yeah.
Are you fashion conscious?
Sorry?
Are you fashion conscious, Alison?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, can I ask Roxanne a question and hopefully she'll give me a truthful answer?
Roxanne is over here. Roxanne, fellas, is the lady with a... Could please keep your minds on this programme. Roxanne.
Right, do you do this just for attention or do you really like it?
If I did this for attention, I'd run across the football pitch naked. I mean, like, there's so many other ways of getting attention. I do this because it's me. It's like I reflect my soul through what I do through body
She
decoration.
can't really... I'm completely lost for why you do it, Roxanne, I must admit, because if you did it for attention, she would surely show us tonight her nipples that are pierced, but she won't do that.
That's specifically for me. Those piercings are for me, for my satisfaction. I mean, body decoration has been here for like thousands of years. It's just died out in our civilization because we're too worried about everything else.
People think it's exhibitionism, missed the point entirely.
I think that she does it because she wants to believe that we live in a free society, and and this is really what it comes down to. We talk about living in a free society, but when you really want to make your own body the way that you want to make it, then the world, comes crashing down on you.
When we walk out in the street, we face abuse and violence for daring to make ourselves look how we want to look, and they call this society
But isn't
free.
that what fashion is? You want to make a statement, you want to be something a little bit different, or style.
Fashion is probably a different thing.
Can we just go back to Georgina here for one quick moment? I mean, you were saying, and Alison, thank you for your call. That's lovely, Alison. It's nice talking to you.
You weren't rude to her either, were you?
I'm not rude to everybody, Georgina, but you're working on it, and it might be your turn very soon. Let me ask you, style, do you think that is more important than the fashion that you wear?
Well, I think you've got to have style to sort of carry off the clothes that you buy and that you wear. I mean, if somebody sees a page of a magazine and they just go out and buy that exact same outfit, you're not showing any personal style. You're just copying something.
What do you think about this colour coordination? Do you think that's very important? I mean, a lot of people, a lot of businesses send people to see Jane, spend a lot of money on this to make sure that the people are properly turned out.
Well, I'm not convinced, but that's just.
Have you had your colours done though?
I haven't.
Do you think she's wearing the right colour? Green. There's a lot of green on this shirt
Very
tonight.
difficult to tell without draping her.
Are you going to drape her later?
I'm going to drape her later.
Perhaps after the show we'll have a draping party. Okay. We're going to take some of your letters. Thank you for the letters. Let's have the mail. I'm going to have words. I'm sorry, it's not Georgina. I know you've come all the way from London for the show, and we're very grateful because a lot of people won't get on the train and come up here because they feel it's too far for them and too out of the way. So we have to go down there. But you must relax because this is the place it's happening. Now, last week we talked about prisons, and we had quite a lot of letters from prisons. This guy comes from Peterborough, Paul Mould. What an unfortunate name, Paul. He said, I thought last week's show was crap. That's nice. I don't care about those people in prison because they obviously deserve to be there. What they need is not a colour TV and a flush toilet, but a good kicking every 4 hours, followed by a cold shower. That's a real letter. These are all we don't.
Go on, that's not a real
This is a real letter. We don't make any of these up. Aaron Howe, what a prat Paul is. Aaron Howarth in Gwynedd says, I have just watched you and that judge. I've never seen as big a creep as you to that patronising, and then I can't read this word. It seems to me that if anybody is in agreement with you, then you give them a good time. Do I give you a good time? We're always agreeing. I've never given you a good time ever, have I? You've never let me. Mark! Oh, 45 seconds. All right, shut up yelling in my ear for me. I'm trying to talk to my friends out there watching at the moment. Would you shut up talking to me while I'm trying to concentrate because I can't. But please, I just want to read this.
I'm sorry.
For goodness sake. John Smith wrote, he says, anyway,
John from...
What?
I suppose there's no chance.
Of the video? Get out.
We want Sinitta's video. We want Sinitta's video.
Don't start that again.
It's really easy. We want...
This to a vote.
John, he said he's going to go with
Sinitta,
John from Paris.
go and make some coffee. Just go out now. And you shut up speaking to me through this earpiece while we're getting on with it. Oh, my God, what the hell is this? What on earth is this? My golly gosh.
It's the Red Devil of Stingay.
Remind me, of course, who this is. Paula, who is modelling. Paula, do a little twirl for us. And Paula is wearing some very unusual fashion. In fact, Ted, what is this? Is this sort of thing people are likely to wear in the future?
People wear it now.
I think, people wear it now.
Yeah?
Yeah. You can go to clubs in London and see people dressed like this. Not as usually as good as this. I mean, Paula really pulls it off well.
What do you think about this, Georgina?
Well, if I saw someone out at a club wearing this, I'd just think, good on them. You know, they're wearing something because they want to wear it because they feel good, and they don't give it. You know, they don't care what anyone else says about it.
Have you got something else to wear? I'm told you've got something else to wear. Would you like to go and change? Go on then. Run. And don't trip over your laces, otherwise we'll have awful trouble. Goodness only knows. Now, where were the cores? I'm getting pretty fed up with this whole thing. I'm sorry. No, we've used that one. We've used that one. Because A, the cameramen aren't keeping it safe. John from Paddington. Hello, John. Or is this Paynton?
Hello, Wales.
Hi, don't call me Wales. Get rid of him. Steve from I can't read this flipping writing. How am I supposed to... Look, how am I supposed to do the programme when you send me bits written like this?
Lancashire. It's an abbreviation.
See? You can't read it, can you? Steve, where do you come from?
Didn't say how you said it.
London.
Lancashire, thank you. Coffee?
Where from, Steve?
Put it on here.
Where from?
London.
This is for you, James.
London, yes, Steve. What can we do for you, Steve?
Well, James, I just want to know about Georgina.
You want to know about Georgina?
She's got a bit of a sexy cunt, yeah?
You like Georgina?
Yeah.
A sexy coat. She's a very sexy lady. Yeah. Why?
No, it said, I thought he said something else.
I sincerely hope he didn't. Right. I've lost these now because I can't actually hear what's going on through the earpiece. The sound has gone, so I can't actually hear what they're saying. John from Manchester. Hello, John.
Yeah, good morning, James.
Good morning, John.
Yeah, I want to... Do the image makers believe that without the tattoos or trendy gear such as the lovely Sinitta wears, that the girl's personality may be quite shy and retiring?
Say that again, John, because this line is so diabolical that I can't hear a word.
Yeah. Do the image makers believe that without the tattoos or trendy gear such as the lovely Sinitta wears, that the girl's personality may be rather shy and retiring otherwise?
Probably. I don't think she's shy and retiring. Go on.
I am shy and retiring.
You're not... Listen, if I say...
very shy.
You're not... What?
I'm very shy, actually.
Tommy, hello. Yes, Tommy. Yes, Tommy. Right. Listen. Now, just seriously, before we go any further... I'm sorry about this, June. You have to forgive me. Just one minute. It's not time for the bloody video either. But I have had more than enough tonight. No, I've had enough tonight. I really am totally fed up because...
I'm sorry.
No, it's no good. I've had enough. That's it. The BBC call. No, I'm out of contract. I've more than had enough because you can't get the bloody thing right. We can't get the whole thing. No, that's it. I've had enough. No, I'm going.
Come on,
No, it's all right, David. No, I've had.
David, I'm
going. That's it. No. I've had enough.
Just show the video now.
Don't panic, anybody. James has just gone to his car. I think I put too much sugar in his coffee. But to save the night, we do have the Sinitta video. You're all looking forward to seeing that. And it's really good. It's very summery, and I'm wearing this hat in it and these clothes because he liked the clothes the one before. And it's called Right Back Where We Started From. It's really going to... Video away. Right, well, we're going to be continuing this evening like this. Everyone help yourselves to coffee. That was my video, which was wonderful, wasn't it? Did you see the pants? Lovely knickers. Now we've got the Madonna video coming up. We're going to play the whole thing. We've got it right this time. You fixed the thingy. And Speed Fashion, it's not too good. Have a look. Here it is. Madonna. Really brilliant.
Well done.
We like Madonna. And
We like the boys in the video.
We like the
so
boys.
We did like the boys in the video.
Warm subject that we can discuss. Did you like the boys in the video?
I wasn't looking.
You didn't look?
I don't think so. I can't see.
We like the boys, and I think that there was a lot of fuss about nothing. In fact,
Tell me, Sinitta, do you, when you do your videos, do you pick your own clothes?
Yeah, I do. In fact, people actually say to me, Sinitta, who picks your stuff? And I just buy it from here, there, and everywhere.
Do you buy it in like places that anybody can get them to, or are they all like really sort of designer stuff that's terribly expensive?
No, sometimes I go into like the designer places, Gaultier and things like that. But on the whole, because I'm small as well, it doesn't really fit me anyway.
Yeah,
so I go home and stitch it up.
It's always a big problem if you're tall or if you're small, if you don't fit in like what fashion sizes. I'm really tall and it's like very difficult for me to get anything that's the right length. And you've been very small and petite, and you've the same problem.
You look a lot different in real life.
I think so. Oh, we're going now. Bye. See you soon. Bye, Jim.
We'd like to apologise for the problems in tonight's James Whale radio show.